Hello guys, this is Brian here with a video about the cost of the spinal cord stimulator. I crunched the numbers. I took all this information from Blue Cross's website, all the EOBs that's been submitted, and there is so much inflated numbers is unreal that they submit than what the actual contracted rate with Blue Cross Blue Shield is. So just kind of give you the idea what the cost is if you calculate, kind of roughly calculate what if you have a $2,000 deductible or 20% co-insurance, what have you. Now, luckily for me, I didn't have to pay one penny. Everything was paid at 100%. So I met my deductible way back in January of 2018 because this took place in 2018. So I've broken down. I'm going to give you the breakdown here. I've broken down what they submitted to the insurance company and then the amount that it's actually paid at 100%. Because it's so inflated, it's unreal. And I don't understand why in medical billing, why do they submit some made-up number to the insurance company and the insurance company come back, even though they have a contract with the insurance company, they come back with their contracted amount. I don't understand why they just don't submit their contracted rate to begin with. I don't get that. But this is the breakdown. Now, with the spinal cord stimulator, there's two procedures involved at two different times. You have a trial procedure for the trial machine, and then that gets removed, or, because it's taped to your back and the leads are inserted, that gets removed. Then, if it works okay, what have you, then you have the implantation surgery. So there's two procedures involved. So this is for the trial. For the doctor, this is the submitted amount. First, now I'll give you the actual cost. The submitted amount for the doctor himself was $11,558. Anesthesiologist submitted was $2,480. Hospital submitted $12,917.26 for a grand total of submitted charges of $26,955.26. The actual cost, what the insurance company paid, 100%. They pay the doctor $559.92. They paid the anesthesiologist $1,033.05, and they paid the hospital $6,297.44 for a grand total of $7,890.41. So even though that outpatient is a little bit high, it's because the cost of the device. If it wasn't the device involved, and it was just a regular outpatient procedure, like for a steroid injection, it'd be way less. Probably the hospital would be billed $2,000. So you go from $26,000 down to $7,000. So right there, they're probably billing around $19,000 to $20,000 difference. Some made-up numbers. But the actual, like I said, the actual cost that Blue Cross paid out of pocket was $7,890.41 just for the trial. So let me go over the numbers for you for the actual implantation surgery, because that's really inflated. Doctor submitted a charge of $15,272. Anesthesiologist $3,472. And the hospital, you can buy a house for this, $81,471.94, making a grand total of $100,215.94 for submitted charges. What the real cost was? They pay the doctor $726.35 for the surgery. Anesthesiologist was $1,491, and the hospital was paid $10,615.71, making a grand total for the implant surgery of $12,833.06. So what? I mean, they submitted the charges. What was it? Fuzzy math here. Just say they submitted some made up numbers of 89 grand, 89,000, and in reality they only paid around 13,000. Made up numbers. Just really made up numbers. What they submit. So the grand total of submitted charges for both surgeries was $127,171.20. Insurance paid out for a grand total for both procedures $20,723.47. So let's break it down by the provider type. Now, with my two procedures, there's only 3 providers: the doctor himself, the anesthesiologist, and the hospital. Now, depending what your particular medical situation is, and depending on various factors, there could be additional imaging need to be done. There could be EKGs, blood work. For those who don't know, you get bills from those people too. If you have blood work done, you get a bill from the lab. If you have imaging done at the hospital, you will get a bill from the radiologist. So with my particular case, just those 3 people: hospital, anesthesiologist, and the doctor himself was involved. If you do have an EKG, well, yeah, you get a bill from the hospital too, but you also get a bill from the doctor who reads the EKG. A different doctor. Doctor himself submitted gross charges of $26,830, and he was in reality paid $1,286.27. Anesthesiologist submitted a charge of $5,952. They were paid out of $2,524.05. Hospital themselves submitted a gross charge of $94,389.20, and they were paid out $16,913.15. So, in reality, for both procedures, they includes the device itself was paid 20 grand. Let's just round it up to $21,000. So yeah, it is expensive. So these are just the paid out amount. Those are Blue Cross's contracted rate with the providers. Now, of course, each hospital can bill different contract. Each hospital has its own contracted rate. For instance, if you have 2 different hospitals in your town, Hospital A may be paid better than Hospital B with Blue Cross's contracted. Each insurance company has its own different contract rate with different hospitals, But looking at these 2 procedures, you are going to, if you do have a deductible, you're going to definitely need it, for sure. I think now they say the average American has between either a $2,000 to $4,000 deductible. For sure, with these 2 procedures, you're going to need it, for sure. And for those some people have large deductibles, and some people who have such large deductibles don't often need it unless they have a catastrophic medical problem or medical problem such as this. For those who don't know, once you meet your deductible in co-insurance, your insurance company pays 100% for everything. Unfortunately, I do have Obamacare. So therefore, last year, I only had an $800 out-of-pocket maximum I had to meet. And I didn't have a deductible because it was an Obamacare plan, just $800. But in reality, I think I may have only paid $100 out of pocket to begin with, because I was reimbursed for the Botox injections that I paid out of pocket, from the doctor's office for my co-insurance. Also, all the other co-insurance was eaten up by the prescription savings coupons from the manufacturer. So, I was reimbursed for those things. So luckily, virtually none really. It's like maybe $100. So I'm very lucky. But I really do feel sorry for people who do have large deductibles. It's all because of Obamacare, and it's also because if you're on a group plan, it's these employers, medium-sized to small businesses, they're getting screwed by the insurance companies, and they're really forcing the cost on the employee. The deductibles just keep going higher and higher and higher and higher. But these big giant corporations, like just to say AT&T or General Motors or Kraft or Ford or big giant Coca-Cola, some of those people I have heard that they still have some huge deductibles. But those giant corporations can afford to give decent health insurance to employees. And so I'm very lucky, even though it's HMO, that I didn't have to pay nothing. I'm very fortunately, I already met my out-of-pocket when these two procedures came along, and I didn't have to pay one penny. Very lucky. I think when I was on my group plan, I think we had a $500 deductible, then it went up to $1,000, and ultimately, when Obamacare got kicked in immediately, they said, "Oh, we're not offer health insurance, so you're on your own." Then they turn around and find out, like a year or two later, well, that wasn't such a good idea because now the employer has to pay taxes for not offering health insurance to the employees. And then we went from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas as a group plan, and now we have, if I want to join, Anthem Blue Cross, which it's expensive. Yeah, it's a PPO, but, a lot of people don't realize that you also have to calculate the cost of the premium, plus deductible, plus coinsurance, plus copays. And after it's all said and done, on a group plan, you're looking at let's say the average $2,000 deductible. Well, you also, when it's all said and done, after the year's up, you're looking at maybe paying $5,000 to $7,000 in premiums. And if you do have a catastrophic medical situation going on, lost wages. If you don't have any sick pay left or short-term disability. So it can spiral out of control big time. And I really, by no means, I'm going to a little side rant here. By no means, our healthcare system was not perfect to begin with before Obamacare. But I honestly do believe in my heart, and the numbers I look at, I do believe Obamacare has really fucked up our healthcare system. It really has. Here in Texas, because of Obamacare, there is no competition for health insurance for individual market. Blue Cross is it, if you want Obamacare. So, in my particular situation, I'm stuck. I only have two choices. I can, continue with the Obamacare on an HMO, because there is no PPOs left. Or I hop on my employer plan and pay estimated probably $7,000 to $10,000 out of my own pocket, because that includes the premiums, the deductible, and all that. So, do I want to spend $10,000, or do I want to spend maybe $2,000 or $3,000? And, so far, HMO's okay. I haven't been denied any referrals. It's just, it's just a lag of getting referrals approved. That's just, the lag time on that. But just a video about the cost stuff. I kind of got sidetracked here. Also, as well, if you do struggle of paying a large deductible or coinsurance or copay, try to see if your doctor A lot of people don't know this. Try to see if your doctor practices at a non-for-profit hospital system, which usually are like Baylor, Scott and White, Presbyterian, Methodist, any of those kind of religion type of hospitals that have those words in them, or university hospitals, because they're tax exempt, and in most states, like here in Texas, by law, they must offer financial assistance to anybody who comes to that door. Now, of course, it's income-based. Now, of course, if you make, let's say, $2 million a year as a CEO of the company, they won't give you financial assistance. So it is based on income. I've been in that situation before with Baylor Scott and with Baylor. It was Baylor back then. That we only, back then we had a $50 copay, and I didn't have money on me, and then they gave me financial assistance and wrote it off. So if you do have any questions or comments, please post them below.